guys, back with another video. So this one has to do with the Cartesian plane. All right, so let's read further. This is at a grade 10 level. So they say S has the following coordinates. Now what you need to do is you always need to draw yourself a triangle, but it has to go to the horizontal. So technically, no matter what quadrant you're in, it needs to make almost like a bow tie effect, if you think about it, because it's always going to come back to the horizontal. You never ever bring it back to the vertical. Okay, that represents my X and this represents my Y. So my Y value is -4 and my X value is -3. All right. Then you always need to work out your hypotenuse. Luckily for us, that is our first question. So we know that our hypotenuse squared is equal to our other two sides squared added together. Now, I just do this all in one step. So I'm going to say that OS is equal to, and then it's going to be the square root, apologies, of our 9 plus our 16, which then means that OS must be 25, and then I always just give it units. Now the thing is, it's actually plus or minus, but you can't have a negative length, so your hypotenuse will always be positive. So I know that this value here is the 25 square rooted, which is then just 5. Perfect. Okay, so now since I've got my triangle sorted, I can now do the rest. For the next one, it says we need to know the size of sec theta plus sine squared theta. So sec theta is 1 over cos theta plus, and then sine squared theta is just sine squared theta. So 1 over cos, remember, when you're doing your SOHCAHTOA, all right, if it's 1 over cos, what that means is that the ratios are going in the opposite direction. So now it's actually going to be my hypotenuse of 5 over my adjacent of that angle of -3, plus my sine, which is my opposite of -4, over my hypotenuse of 5, and that whole thing squared, which leaves me with an answer of 5 over the 3 with a negative, plus my 16 over 25. Then what your next step is you're then going to input this into your calculator, right? And you're then going to find out what the value is in total. And you're going to see that it's -77 over 75. Okay, and that's this one done and dusted.